This weekend, I went to watch Christopher Nolan's latest movie, Oppenheimer, which is about J. Robert Oppenheimer, who is considered the father of atomic bomb. Now the movie was so captivating that right in the middle of the movie, I took out my phone and started looking at their astrological charts. What else do you expect of me? Now before we move further, let me give you a disclaimer that this video can contain few spoilers for those who haven't watched the movie. If you are one of those people, please don't come after my life after watching this. For those of you who want to deep dive into the relationship of Robert Oppenheimer and Lewis Strauss, stay tuned. Let's talk about Oppenheimer first. So Oppenheimer is a Cancer moon which is aspected by one Saturn, which is sitting right opposite to the moon in Capricorn, and Jupiter, which is sitting in its 9th house. So Cancer is a deep maternal emotion, Saturn is seriousness, and Jupiter is altruistic expansiveness. This makes Oppenheimer genuinely empathetic, altruistic person who cares deeply about people. Now let's talk about Oppenheimer's 10th house of social image and karma. Trust me guys, nothing can be better than this 10th house. Oppenheimer's sun is sitting in his 10th house and it is exalted. And that too, right at the exaltation degree, which is 10 degrees Aries. For those of you who are not too much into astrology and this all sounded like gibberish, exaltation means that the planet is at its best, highest self that it can achieve, which gives him intelligence, authority, fame, making him one of the most important people in the world. But that is not all. Let's talk about his Mars. His Mars is also sitting in 10th house, which is super duper. So Mars is a warrior and Mars is a lord of Aries. So this means a warrior of highest order. And on top of that, Mercury, which is the planet of communication, critical thinking, is also sitting in Aries along with Sun and Mars. Can't get better than this. However, Mercury sitting here has also had a bad impact. Oppenheimer did not hold back his thoughts. He was very honest. He just spoke and blurted out things, his innermost feelings, without sugarcoating them, which costed him later in his life. And his Venus is sitting in his 9th house of luck and spirituality along with Jupiter and Ketu, which makes Venus in Pisces, which is again exalted. Super duper again. However, Ketu sitting here brings some headlessness and past life connections to this. So Ketu sitting with Venus here would have brought him some issues in his love life. But that is not what we are going to talk about today. Let's have a look at Strauss's chart. Now Strauss is a Leo moon which is conjunct Ketu. Moon Ketu conjunction makes a person a little cold. So Ketu is headlessness and moon is emotions. So this makes a person slightly separated or headless about emotions. So you can take few actions without thinking about the consequences. His first lord Sun is sitting in the 6th house in Capricorn, which shows a life full of struggles and conflicts. However, an exalted Jupiter is blessing Sun from the 12th house, which means that these conflicts and struggles will make him rise and shine in life. And also, his Saturn is exalted in Libra, which is a great gift. Saturn in Libra gives you a lot of patience, perseverance, meaning he can wait for a long time patiently to reap the fruits of his efforts. Now let's come to the real question. Why did Oppenheimer insult Strauss, or Strauss thought that he insulted him? And why did Strauss pledge to finish Oppenheimer's reputation with a cold, long plan? Let's find out. First, let's have a look at their mutual planetary positions. Firstly, Oppenheimer's Saturn is sitting right on top of Strauss's Sun. Second, Strauss's Saturn is right opposite to Oppenheimer's Sun. Third, Strauss's Jupiter is conjunct Oppenheimer's Moon. Now let me briefly tell you story of Saturn and Sun. So Sun is actually father of Saturn. But when Saturn's mother Chaya was pregnant with him, she was in love with Moon. So when Saturn was finally born, Sun rejected him. Hence, there is an enmity between Saturn and Sun. Whenever Saturn has an aspect on Sun or is sitting with Sun, it tends to bring down the ego of the Sun. So here is what I feel would have happened. Oppenheimer, I feel, wouldn't have deliberately insulted Strauss, because his moon is aspected by Strauss's Jupiter. So he would have felt very happy, actually very comforted in the presence of Strauss. However, because of the aspect of his Saturn on top of Strauss's Sun, he would have subconsciously insulted him. On the other hand, Strauss, given his cold nature because of the Moon-Ketu conjunction, would have taken it seriously and would have pledged to finish Oppenheimer's reputation. And exalted Saturn's perseverance would have given him long enough patience to take out cold revenge. Oppenheimer, on the other hand, with very righteous planets like Sun, Mars in Aries, and Jupiter's aspect on his moon, would have really thought that he'll fight a righteous war by answering to that panel, because he has done nothing wrong. But little did he know, he was fighting against the man who thrived in conflicts. This enmity, however, did not serve Strauss right as well, because he lost his seat in the cabinet. Now, if you guys are thinking about taking revenge on somebody, take my suggestion. Get that huge boxing punching bag and just put it somewhere in your room and just punch it sorry, so hard that all the anger is out, and go to a nice restaurant, eat nice food, and let the karma do its job. What do you say? Thanks guys for watching this video. If you want to see a deep dive of some other pair, or you have any other thoughts, let me know in the comment sections below. See ya!